Okay, so here's a quick little lesson. A student brought this in. I hadn't heard it for a long time, but I was obsessed with this album when I was first starting to play steel. This is a Jay Dee Maness lick, basically, and it's basically from the first song on Bakersfield Bound. But it's also, I just realized that, I mean, the whole thing is a great study, great album. But this phrase in itself is just kind of a good little lesson all in itself. So it's like it's coming from the song, this whole thing. Maybe I'll teach some of those things too. But kind of the first time it gets back around to the one chord, basically, it's like a phrase like. And I realized after teaching it that I taught it to another student, and because it's just a great little study. So it's kind of just getting in between your different shapes of this. In this case, we're playing over, the song is in E major, echo major, and this is just over the one chord. The cool thing about this phrase and these positions is A, it's just a good study. B, if it's a major chord playing, you can pretty much play this. You can kind of start on all of them, but one of them would be kind of a hard sell. But like, it's just, if you're playing, if you can find this over a major chord, it will work no matter how that chord is functioning, basically. Okay, so we're going from these E's. We're going from our open E on the 12th, and we're all going to be on 4, 5, and 6. We're not going to change string sets until, actually, we're not going to change string sets at all. So you're going to grab 4, 5, 6 with thumb, 1, middle. I don't know exactly how JD does it, but that's how I would do it. I don't know if he plays it exactly like this. This is the phrase. Well, it's probably pretty close to this. Okay, so we're going to go from here. Then we're going to go, the second is going to be the 8th fret with our A and F, raising the E and raising the A pedal there. Now, I would look at this as a suspended of my A-B chord E, which is here on the 7th fret. So that's going to be our next one. A and B down on the 7th fret. So we're going from open E, open echo, to 8th fret A and F. That can look like a whole lot of things. It could look like an A major, but in this case, it's acting as a E suspended 4th. And then we're going to go down to A and B on the 7th, just our A-B position, and then we're going to go down to our A and F on the 3rd, which is our E major position with A and F. So we're basically just going open, sus, A and B, A and F. And the phrase goes 4 and 5, we're starting with the A in, and then pull off. Actually, let's see if I can get my feet in here a little bit. Look at that, I can get my feet at least a little bit. Yeah, look at that. Okay, there's some feet. All right, so 4 and 5 and 6. We're gonna start with 4 and 5, A in, and pull off. And then we're gonna hit the 6. And then we're gonna go down to the 8th, and we're gonna do 4 and 5 and 6 again. So it's A off, on and then off, hit the 6th, then A and F, 4, 5, and then 6. Then we're gonna go to the 7th fret. I would take off both feet because it's super quick, and we're just gonna come on and then off again with the, technically just the A pedal, but, so it's going. That's 4 and 5, on and off. Then we're going to come back on with the 5 and 6. And that's our E. And we're sliding down to our 3rd fret, and we're putting the A and F on. So it sounds like this. Sorry, I changed my fingering there, but. So I would just keep it as a string set grip the whole time. Don't change it at all. So this last one, this might be where some people change grips, but it'd be good to be able to do it thumb in first and slide down, or sometimes it's natural for people to go thumb in middle depending on who they are. Be good to do them both. Go. Oh, sorry. Wow. Oh, I'm hitting the C. Sorry, y'all. I haven't played the steel for a while. That's with thumb and first finger, thumb and middle finger. The cool thing, so the progression I had on at the beginning, well, let's just hear what that sounds at against the E. It's going like Sorry, not exactly that. That's how it kind of starts. And then it's here. So if you listen to that song, it is not Playgirl, but Playboy. That comes right there. That's the first 4 phrases of the album, I think. So what I was doing was just, I would start it with just a vamp of the E, like so. I would just get used to going through even just parts at a time. I'm just getting used to going from the open to the A and F, and then I'd probably make myself go from the A and F to the A and B. That's kind of more the phrase, and then make yourself go up. Put them all together over just one chord, like so. Any major. Okay, then what I did was I put it over. Let's change the style just for the fun of it. Okay, so I was going to pull up a swing. Somehow it came up as a waltz. It's like a little swing and waltz. So sure, I mean, it doesn't matter. It's always good to change up the styles or whatever. But so I would do it over different styles. But here I put a 1, 4, 5, just E, A, B, E, and then a little turnaround back to the B. But I would make myself, however slow I need to, use those forms over every chord. I would try to do the same phrase. I'll kind of do the phrase from that song. So then, so it's a good study to lead you into just all those positions. Sorry, I got caught away because what a nice little groove they got there. Depending on who you are, I kind of love pedantic exercises or whatever, but if I'm getting used to practicing E, A, B, going E, and then A, B, I would make myself go the opposite way, right? Like start from the E here, A here, wherever you want to, wherever you start, but like those positions just kind of go from low to high. So there I was going A and F on the E, A and B, E, sus, open, then went to the A, went A and F, A and B, sus, octave A, and then try to bring them together wherever you're close to. A, B's right here. A and F, open, A and F. A and B could be right here, or A could be here. And then What do we want for a B? We could choose this one, A and F. Or make yourself just militantly go off one of the positions, like go off the open position each time and go. And your open A position. And your open B position. Make yourself go off the A and F and crawl up. Start with the E there. To the A and B. It's always going to be the next one. To the sus. And then to the E. I've got the wrong height and the wrong shoes for that height right now. Sorry about the funky notes, y'all, but hopefully it's getting through. Got a weird new setup in every way right here. But hopefully that gets it through. It's just a great, and that little thing on any of the string sets will work. And it will always work no matter kind of how much no matter how the one chord is, or one chord, no matter how the major chord is functioning. Whether it's one chord, four chord, five chord, whatever it is. So anyways, hopefully that helps y'all. Yeah, that last part, just choose the different positions to go off of and just make yourself go through the progression of, make up a nice little major progression there. Alpha. Beta. Echo. Beta. Echo. Alpha. Beta. Echo. Beta. Alpha. Beta. Maybe I'll go through and teach a whole bunch of Jay Dee licks, because, man, he is great on that album. All right, bye, y'all.